We are back. We are doing a Dark Souls 1 deep dive into the lore, etc., all the good stuff. I'm making a build that requires that I basically like interact with like every NPC. So over the course of this, we're you know, like, this is a good build to make if you're gonna do like a deep playthrough, because I need like so much stuff. I need every NPC at some point in order to get something, you know. So I figured, hey, this would be I've always wanted to make this build. I figured, yeah, we did a Sekiro like deep playthrough. We did a Bloodborne deep playthrough. I figured let's do Dark Souls 1 and I can finally make this build. Yesterday we took out Quaylana or Quaylag. I always forget which. Her name is on the screen and I still don't look at it. Anyway, the sexy spider fire lady. We took her out. Now we need to explore the bottom part of Blighttown, which shouldn't be too hard because we've already been back to the Undead Asylum and grabbed the Rusted Iron Ring. So exploring down there is not going to be too bad. But before we do that, I figured, let's do Sin's Fortress, because that will help us move Sigmire along. And after Sin's Fortress, Siggy heads down to Blighttown. So, we'll do Sin's Fortress, and then we will do... the bottom part of Blighttown. I have been running around grabbing screenshots for thumbnails. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Our firekeeper. Where's she? What? Dingy hood, dingy robe, gloves, and a blood-stained skirt. And a black eye orb. Oh no! Our firekeeper is absent, cannot light bonfire. Oh no. Oh no. What's going on? What's going on here? Worn by the firekeeper at Firelink Shrine, it is thought to have once been the white robe of a maiden, but smoke and ashes from bonfires have darkened it over the years. Oh no. Oh no. A mystical orb found on a keeper's corpse. Invade the world of the murderer of a firekeeper to defeat the perpetrator and reclaim the soul of the firekeeper. The Black Eye keeps constant watch on the city of gods and Orlando. Ooh. Ooh. Man, what's going on? You're supposed to keep things locked down here while I was gone, and you've just been hanging out, sitting here, looking dumb.
Did you ring the second bell?
Oh, yeah!
That is incredible, I must say. But now, we have a new problem. It's noisy, it snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you.
Oh no, something's got terrible breath.
Damn, that stench. And I was really beginning to like it here.
You don't like anything.
Maybe it's time I do something about it.
I mean, you can try, but...
Maybe...
I don't think you're gonna do anything. You're a loser. Bop, 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 bop. Oh, Jesus. We've unlocked a giant thing.
Hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening? I am the primordial serpent, King Sika Frapt, close friend of the great Lord Gwyn, chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Very well. Then I am pleased to share. Chosen Undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel.
Oh, holy shit, I'm gonna be like God, chat. Oh, this is insane. I'm gonna be like super badass.
I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
I can feed him items. I can feed him a large Titanite shard to make small shards. I can feed him a chunk to make large shards. I can feed him all this different stuff. It's crazy. I got all these options.
Those who seek the realm of lords must brave Sen's fortress, a deadly house of traps. Many have gone before you, but none have returned. Fate has chosen you, but proceed with caution. Those who seek the realm...
Alright, we gotta go to Sen's fortress, he says. Gotta go to Sen's fortress. You want me to send him... You want me to feed him some poop? Alright, I'll feed him some poop. He loved it.
Farewell, chosen undead. I remain here and await thee.
Yeah, interestingly enough, you can buy dung pies for 200 souls, I think. So dung pies end up being a hilarious bank account. you can buy dung pies to make sure you don't lose your souls. So we got that Black Eye Orb, and let's talk a little bit about the Black Eye Orb. In Dark Souls 2, there's a Black Eye Orb quest, and in Dark Souls 3, there's a Black Eye Orb quest. And all of these quests involve revenge. Taking revenge on a person who has done something. Taking your Covenant leader, Rosaria. Or invading you while you were trying to, you know, just do normal cool guy stuff. It's a recurring theme in the game. This gets really interesting when you consider that Pontiff Sullivan is, like, just surrounded by Black Eye Orbs. He makes rings out of them. I think he wears them as a necklace. That man hates somebody. Dark Souls 2 girl is absolutely the invader. Lycia is absolutely the person who invades you in Dranglake Castle. Alright, so, Crestfallen is bummed out that Frampt is here. This dude just likes hanging out, loves being a pyromancer, loves teaching us stuff, likes helping us. We freed him from the depths. Then we've got this homie that we freed from the lower undead bird. He's a wizard. He wants to find Big Hat Logan. He doesn't know where he went. You know, we had Lautrec down here. Lautrec was like, I'm moving on. And then he killed our Firekeeper. And then we've got Petrus up here, who wanted Lautrec to kill a maiden of Thurland for him, because, you know, he left her to die in the catacombs. We've got a soap opera going on with our NPCs here. A lot of stuff happening. A lot of stuff. Griggs is secretly interesting. I said that, yeah, I've been talking about that. We're gonna get into secretly interesting Griggs. So for right now, let's go to Sen's Fortress. That's where we're told we need to go. I love this Sen's Fortress. I love the area. It's the best. You know, I don't know what else to say about it. It's hands down one of the best From Software levels ever. yeah, it is. It's really easy to miss all of this, you know. But what's fun about that is it really encourages us to, you know, play the game a couple times, right? And like the game has other ways of encouraging you to play it a couple times, you know? This is a game that was meant to be played more than once. And, you know, you uncover this stuff like, oh man, you know who I've never thought to talk to? I've never thought to talk to that guy. You know, so like, you start to unravel all of this and over the course of like multiple playthroughs, and it's really interesting. But, you know, if you do think to talk to all of your NPCs all the time, then, you know, that's cool too, because you end up with this little soap opera like we've got going on. Yeah, I don't remember all of this stuff off the top of my head, Epi, but just the fact that, like, it's like, Lycia's there, you get invaded by someone who looks exactly like Lycia, then you get a black eye orb and, like, you can invade Lycia, and you invade Lycia, and she's like, ah, so you know it was me. Like, it's just obviously her. Hello. Oof. Now this is interesting without the HUD, because I'm not sure how much damage I'm doing. And Sin's Fortress is the place where, like, you really start to feel your damage fall off if you're using a bad weapon. And yeah. So this is a house this is like a perilous house of traps, right? And it's been locked up, and now it only unlocks if you ring both bells of awakening. We saw a giant pull on this like giant chain and open the gate for us. Now there was a fella out here who was hanging out, and he was like, I need in, Now he's not out there anymore, so he's you know, we got him in at least. To me, everything about Sin's Fortress points towards this being like a Silver Knight's training grounds. There's a lot of lore in Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3 that implies that humans were Silver Knights. Silver Knights were humans. In Dark Souls 3, we see the statues of the Irithyll children, human Irithyll children, and, jeez, come on, man. The human Irithyll children are holding Silver Knight swords. I'm getting bonked. What spell do I have attuned? Right. All right. Now, in Dark Souls 1, we have not only Sin's Fortress looking like, you know, some sort of Silver Knight hangout, right? But also, when we get into the DLC, we're going to learn about the arena. And the arena is, or the Battle of Stoicism. It talks about how it used to be like the way in to Anor Londo, and then the gods did away with it. And we find the arena in the Painted World. So there used to be like this arena in Ulasil, where and remember Ulasil is a like a human settlement. There used to be like this arena in Ulasil where people would fight and sort of like earn their way in to Orlando. And then the gods did away with that for some reason. And we find like the red soapstone and the actual like physical arena is like we find a thing that resembles it very much in the Painted World. So it almost seems like the gods kind of like did away with that. Like they didn't like it. But Sin's Fortress is still here. So like the idea that Sin's Fortress was woo! Let me in! Let me in! The idea that Sin's Fortress was like where humans could go and earn their Silver Knight status. That makes a lot of sense to me. Also, there's a lot of Silver Knight imagery in the Ring City, and the Ring City is a settlement of like humans, pygmies, right? So again, I really think Silver Knights were originally humans, and the Silver Knights that we encounter in Anne Orlando, very probably just all illusions of Gwendolyn's. Don't you hit my beautiful onion. Leave him alone.
Oh ho! Ah, where did you come from? Splendid news, I tell you. Ah, so you see my sight. Yes, indeed. I've run up against a wall, or a ball, to be precise. I'm afraid I'm a bit too tough to be outrunning those things. So here I sit in quite a pickle, but who knows? Perhaps we'll have another development.
So, in Dark Souls 1...
Perhaps I could try some rolling. Bah, no chance. My head would spin.
In Dark Souls 1, Siegmeyer's quest is essentially, like, his quest to feel useful, which is kind of sad. And then at every point, we rob him of his chance to be useful. And we do what he wants to do. And he looks at that as like us being, you know, brash and reckless. But, like, we're getting the job done, right? And his quest ends with, his quest ends one of two ways. You can let him be useful, and it kills him. Or you can rob him of his usefulness one last time, and he goes hollow. It's pretty sad. Do you prefer Siegmeyer or Siegward's questline? Honestly, I like that they're... Dark Souls 3 did this thing where they flip these characters. So, like, in Dark Souls 3, Siegward is useful, and you know, then you help him out a couple of times, and then he helps you out one time. They sort of like, all right, when you take a trope and you subvert it, it's called lampshading. Dark Souls 3 just lampshades all of its own tropes. Instead of meeting a guy who loves the sun and wants to hang out and be friends, you meet a girl who like praises the moon, and she doesn't want to hang out, she doesn't want any friends, and then slowly but surely you sort of, you know, change her mind, and she starts to see the value of teamwork. The Onion Bro is like the exact opposite of what he is in this game. The Crestfallen, rather than go hollow and like lose his mind, he finds something to do. He finds a way to, like, you know, not become useful, but he finds like his purpose in life, right? In trying to become a dragon, and I just like that. I like that they did that. Speaking of becoming a dragon, these serpents, one of the items will tell us that they're imperfect dragons. What's interesting about the serpents is that we see them again in Archdragon Peak, the snake people. You know, they're imperfect dragons, these snakes. These are people who wanted to become dragons, but were unable to do so. And that definitely gives this some, you know, Nameless King type vibes. I've always liked the theory, I forget who it was who came up with it, because it was a million years ago, but the theory that the Nameless King's name was Sin, and that he oversaw, you know, all these Silver Knights and stuff. And we see that eventually, like, you know, the Nameless King, like, sided with the dragons, betrayed his own family, and took up residence in Archdragon Peak, right? Like, we see all that stuff later. And so there's obviously supposed to be some sort of connection between the Nameless King, Archdragon Peak, the Snake People, and Sin's Fortress. Hey, what's up, Yukon McGee? You wanna know something fun about Cirrus of the Sunless Realms? Cirrus of the Sunless Realms voice actress is Solaire's, like, the voice actor of Solaire. His name's Daniel Flynn. Cirrus is voiced by his real-life sister. So, like, not only did they lampshade the Solaire trope and gender swap it, they did it with his literal sister. So if we let the balls, like, roll here, it'll eventually pile up in that hole right there. And once it piles up, all that's standing in the way is that big wall. Interestingly enough, you can actually break that wall with a big monster attack. Big monsters can also break the walls. Here we get the covetous gold serpent's ring that tells us a serpent is an imperfect dragon and symbol of the undead. Its habit of devouring prey even larger than itself has led to an association with gluttony. This gold ring engraved with the serpent boosts its wearer's item discovery so that more items can be amassed. We also found the Ring of Steel Protection that belonged to the Night King Rendell. It grants its wearer protection by boosting defense against physical attacks. Of the many legends surrounding the Night King Rendell, one of the more well-known speaks of his standing down a giant drake and slashing it to pieces. So, we're also going to get our first look here at a mimic. Speaking of gluttony and covetousness. it drops us a lightning spear. And the lightning spear is basically like the game being pretty nice to you. It gives you a spear, and it's been lightning infused. And this is very useful in this area. Now, keep in mind, if you're trying to make a PvP build and you don't want to go up to, like, you know, Dark Souls Remastered uses a similar weapon upgrade system for matchmaking, like Dark Souls 3 does, where you can't have a weapon that's much higher than your opponent's. So, you know, keep that in mind. This counts as a plus 10 weapon if you pick it up. But also consider that most, you know, people who don't know will pick up pretty much everything they come across. And so, like, if you're making an invader for around Sin's Fortress, a plus 10 weapon is almost certainly going to be picked up. So you know, like, oh, well, I'm going to make an invader for Sin's Fortress. There's a plus 10 weapon you pick up in Sin's Fortress. It's probably safe to have a plus 10 weapon at Sin's Fortress. Hey, what's up, Ziggy? Finished editing a video. Started while you were streaming yesterday. I haven't stopped. Good lord. Where's that ball going? Not this way. We sent one of the big balls down this way, and it has destroyed this wall here for us. And look at this guy with his big hat!
You seem quite lucid. A rare thing in these times. I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free. I'm old and empty-handed, but I could repay you with knowledge and sorcery. This place is melting my mind. The inactivity is repressive.
Oh, this poor guy's locked up in a cage. And I can't open it. Oh, man. I don't know that I've ever gotten that good of a look at Logan's face. Look at his face, chat. Huh. I know this is probably just a me thing, but I've never got that good of a look at Logan's face. I need some kind of key. He does have a strong jaw. Powerful jaw. We also grabbed a shodel. I forgot to read it. A curved sword with sharply curved blade. Created by Arster, Earl of Karim. Requires great skill to wield, but evades shield defense to sneak in damage. Well, I suppose that makes sense, since it's used by Lautrec of Karim. For reference, if you ever need to run by here, you can backstep through the big Sin's boulders, because backsteps get, like, infinite poise. Although, doesn't, you know, you still take the damage. do you think about Shodels visually? They're okay. I just like straight swords. I just think they're like the coolest looking sword, you know? We're gonna head over here. There's a large Titanite shard for us, and that's good. We want that. I should have buffed, honestly. Hopefully that other snake doesn't come after us. Oh, that's a bite. Oh, he got me. I've messed up. 2 large Titanite shards, chat. Think of it. Think of it. 2 large shards. I'm out of HP. I'm out of Estus. Oh, we're in for it now. We are in for it now, chat. Whoa! Yeah! That's what's up. We did it. Look at this guy. I'm scared that the lightning's gonna go off. Also, I suppose it is interesting that of all the projectiles the snake people could have, they have lightning. In Dark Souls 3, they have fire. Yeah, I suppose fire is more like, you know, dragon. But like they breathe fire, right? They don't like throw it. So here we see the source of the balls that have been rolling around at us. It's these giant balls. This giant just sits here and plays with his balls all day. It's good work if you can get it. Oof. HP. Ooh. Titanite shard. Ooh, that's close. And the flame stone plate ring, much like the steel stone plate. The ring of steel protection. We have the flame stone plate ring. Stone plate's the symbol of a true knight. Grant the strength to face various hardships. The red stone plate symbolizes fire and boosts defense against flame. Did we get any other rings Am I... Oh, the Ring of the Evil Eye. We forgot to... Yeah, we grabbed this. According to legend, this ring contains the spirit of the Evil Eye, a dark beast which assaulted Astora. The strength of the Evil Eye does not waver, and HP is absorbed from fallen foes. Where did we get that? Where did we get that? I can't remember. Where did you get the Ring of the Evil Eye? We got it in the depths. We got it in the depths. Where at in the depths? Near the curse frogs. Oh, right. In the basilisk pit. Right. We got our first bonfire here in Sin's Fortress. Alright. You know what we should have done, chat? And we will do, is we shouldn't be in such a hurry to leave that beautiful bonfire. Let's reinforce this bad boy. We have a raw Balder side sword +1, +2. Look at it, 156 to 165, let's go. Oh, beautiful, 165 to 174, let's go. We love it. We love it. Now, we still have a lot of Sin's Fortress to explore. A lot of it we haven't even seen yet. But we've gone ahead and made, like, the progress, you know? But from here on out, 2 more large shards. Ooh, baby. From here on out, let's go ahead and take it as it comes, you know what I'm saying? No. No sippy for you. Steel leggings. Leggings of the Knights of Berenike, known for their heavy armaments and armor. Countless Knights of Berenike, once extolled as the mightiest of mighty, became undead and ventured to Lordran. But their journey was for naught, as they went hollow and became a threat to all undead. So these knights were like the biggest, baddest dudes in all of the world. And they became undead. And they were like, let's go to Lordran. It'll be awesome. And they got here, and they didn't get to do anything. They sucked ass and died until they went hollow. Oh. Okay, calm down. 539 HP. Oh, we're good. Ricard or Rickard's Rapier. A rapier with intricate decorations, chosen weapon of the infamous undead prince Ricard, or Rickard. Ricard's exploits are told in monomyth. He was born into royalty, but wandered the lands in an ill-fateful, ill-conceived journey. He became undead and disappeared up north. I think, you know, we kind of start thinking, like, the easy conclusion to come to here is that we just fought him, right? But he's supposed to be like the Night King. No, that's Rindle, not Ricard. So who the hell was this guy? Undead Prince. Oh, okay, cool. Man, I'm glad we're doing this, because I've had so much stuff in my own head mixed up. Stuff I forgot was in the game. Yeah, there's nothing that says this dude can't be from Astora. Beautiful, love it. He's from Astora, the end. Prince Ricky. He's just some Astoran prince who wanted to, you know, do cool guy stuff. So he went on an adventure, and he sucked ass and died. We got a divine blessing. Let's take a look at that. What is that? Holy water from goddess Guinevere. Fully restore HP and undo irregularities. The goddess of sunlight Guinevere, daughter of the great lord of sunlight Gwyn, is cherished by all as the symbol of bounty and fertility. Nice. Epi redeemed Do the Dungeon Master voice and says, "Whoever likes this game is either a liar or a maniac. Just the game itself drives me crazy. I can't play for more than 5 minutes at once. You control like a slug, and every attack feels like soggy wet sponge. You die in like 3 hits. It's tedious. The unrelenting pressure of playing this game is slowly getting my mental health. I came to the Dark Souls series expecting and wanting a difficult game, not an impossible one. And I don't care about any of these get good responses." Look at that, boss! Oh, we are gonna have words for that guy. You can believe that. But first, we have to go up here and deal with this giant who keeps throwing exploding grenades all over the place. Hey man, you wanna calm that down? Oh Lord. Oh, okay. We'll take the headshots. Oh! F out of here! You F! You F with me! Idiot! Idiot! Titanite chunk! A Titanite chunk! Look at that. Look at that guy. Just standing there, looking cool. Yes, Peldrake. We are playing on a PS5. Whee! So, fortunately, that dragon doesn't... Or dragon. I always do that. I always say dragon when I mean giant. I don't know why. It's just a thing. Something wrong with my brain. Fortunately, that giant doesn't respawn, so we're good there. Now, finally, I can buy some Balder chest piece armor that I've been after this whole time. So this dude is wearing the steel armor set. This is a Baranike knight, probably.
Ah, what? What? Who are you? Ah, another undead, eh? I took on Sen's fortress alone, but I'm no different from those vile creatures. I was driven by conceit. Ah, you think you're different? That you can handle it? Yes, I remember that feeling. For I was the same. So, let me help you out. With your soul searching.
He's floating because they wanted to make him look big. Remember, the Berenike Knights are supposed to be the mightiest of the mighty. So they use a little trick here, and they make it look like he's tall. He's really just floating. But, you know. He sells black firebombs and green blossoms. Green weed, shaped like a flower, temporary boost stamina recovery speed. This uniquely bitter, biting herb is sometimes harvested in large quantities. But normally, it is an annual plant found near water. He also sells us large shards, which we need one of. We just need one, but we're not going to buy it because I'm pretty sure we're going to get another one. He sells the Great Sword. One of the gigantic straight swords. Very few have what it takes to wield this incredibly heavy, damage-dealing monster, a favorite of the Knights Berenike, known for their heavy armor and black iron tarkus. Tower shield, metal great shield used by Knight Berenike, known for his heavy armor. This thick, well, now they're making it sound like Knight Berenike is a single person. Of iron, is heavily defensive but ultra heavy. Great shields are very stable and deflect attacks. However, one cannot parry and instead bashes with the shield. Some arrows. Some Katarina armor. Distinctively shaped helm worn by the Knights of Katarina. Outside of Katarina, it is often ridiculed for its onion-like shape, infuriating the proud knights. But the masterfully forged, curved design makes it very effective for parrying. What? Steel helmet. Helm of the Knights of Berenike. And, yeah, we already read their stuff. And the Balder armor. We've already read their stuff. Balder was the homeland of the Night King Rendel, but it came to ruin after a great many undead were spawned. Which is a super interesting thing that you don't see a lot of people talk about, but like the idea that the undead were spawned makes it sound like it was something that happened on purpose.
Go along, try and make something of yourself.
I will.
But nothing will come of it. And I should know.
You don't know me. I'm better than you. Pretty heavy. Oof. What are we at? 3.0? Alright, let's go down to, 1.2. No! No! I'm still a little chunky boy. Even with my very light pants. Hmm. 1.2. Is there anything... No. 1.2 is like the lowest, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, man. I want to wear this cool... Look at it. Look how cool it looks. It's like the coolest... It's a cool guy thing. You know? Wait. Aha! There we go. There we go. Can I wear... Can I go back to my... Can I go back to my... Vanquisher gauntlets? Oh. 20 out of 80. Lord. Well, alright. Oh, I guess we should talk to this fella.
Oh, yes, it's you. What is it? Still something you need, eh? Anything at all? There's nothing more to say. I'm finished. We're both on the brink, you see. End of story. You bloody fool. Let me give you a nibble of advice. Don't even consider visiting Anwalondo. Not in your state. For a century they've tried and failed. The Night King Rendel, Black Iron Tarkus, and even Logan himself. You won't stand a chance, you'll be eaten alive. But go along if you wish. If only to deepen your despair.
This dude sucks.
Let me give you a... Don't even...
You'd get along really well
but
with the idiot who hangs out near Firelink Shrine. Velonis redeeming Solaire's White Soapstone. Enjoy your emotes and your sub badge, and welcome back. And thank you, Velonis, for accruing a bunch of channel points. Hanging out here all the time, I appreciate it. Ooh, close. A cage key. Opens hanging cage in Sin's fortress. If a hapless adventurer becomes fatigued during an imprudent attempt to overcome the fortress, the serpent men will not kill him, but lock him up in a lonely cage. Eventually, unless they have forgotten, they drag the victim off to who knows where. Well, we know where, chat, because they end up in old... They end up in old Duke's archives, is where they end up. Oh, right. No! I was supposed to fall, but not right there, because we want to get that sniper crossbow. Just in case. Large crossbow with long distance used by Kareem snipers, often used with sniper bolts. But while crossbows are normally easy to use, the sniper crossbow requires dexterity. Oh, you son of a... Alright, so we can open this cage now. And we have a shortcut. Now we can free that weird wizard in the cage, Mr. Hat. Oh. That was karma for being rude and disrespectful to the snake. I kicked the snake in an attempt to make the snake get hit by the big pendulum. And, you know, I paid the ultimate price for being a rude boy. And the lesson here is not to be a rude boy. Don't be a rude boy. It's that simple. Daddy Alabaz, welcome back. 9 months in a row, much appreciated. Thank you so much. That's true. 9 months is not a year, and therefore not an anniversary, right? Oh shit, they have a grab attack. Hey, we got a flambe. This great sword with an undulating blade is the choice of weapon of slithering serpent men of Sin's fortress. This weapon is designed to flay the skin and cause heavy bleeding. Alright, we're gonna go for it, chat. We're gonna go for it. I believe. You have to believe with me. Alright. Dark Souls 1 Flamebridge looks dumb? You look dumb. You're out of your mind. That is awesome. Look at those Hollow Slayer R1s as R2s. Bet you feel pretty dumb now, don't you, Mr. Hat?
Oh, heavens. Thank you. I'm saved, and I'd love to resume my travels. But I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. I will return to Firelink Shrine. Speak with me there, so that I may impart my sorcery.
Oh, snap, chat. We're gonna learn sorcery from the man Big Hat Logan himself.
Oh, hello. I'll be along later. Whoa, I'll be just fine, young one.
Got the soul of a hero. I already had the soul of a hero. Alrighty, chat. No balls, no balls, no balls, no balls. What's up? God, I love this game. Black Sorcerer Cloak. Cloak worn by the secret sorcerers at Vinheim Dragon's School. they secretly work with sound-based spells and never reveal themselves. So we've heard a little bit about the Vinheim spooks, and they have a spell that was like fall control, and fall control was like, yeah, they have another spell called Hush, and if you know, and that's why it costs so much to hire a Vinheim spook. Hush is a sorcery developed by a certain surreptitious sorcerer at Vinheim Dragon School. It masks all noise of caster. Effectively, Vinheim is controlled by the Dragon School, and it is no wonder that the town has its share of dark secrets. So the Vinheim Dragon School has this, like, dedicated group of, like, sneaky boys, sneaky wizards, and they like to be quiet, and they like to keep things quiet. So there's a bit of a theory that the guy that we helped out at the Undead Burg, Griggs of Vinheim, he's not just like a sorcerer's apprentice who's here to, like, learn from Logan. He's here to spy on Logan. He's here to make sure Logan doesn't do anything too stupid. Or maybe he's here to make sure Logan does something incredibly stupid. This comes up again in Dark Souls 3 with Orbeck. Orbeck tells us, like, he wants to be a sorcerer more than anything, but unfortunately, he's just stuck being an assassin. And he was foolish and naive to ever assume that that he had what it took to be a sorcerer, or that Vinheim Dragon School would ever allow him to be a sorcerer. And so he left, sort of disillusioned by, God damn it. He left disillusioned by, the Dragon School, and he starts his own with us. But yeah, Orbeck was also, like, he wasn't really a wizard. He was just an assassin. But that's not what he wanted. He wanted to be a real wizard. But it just, apparently it's harder to become a real wizard, but it's, easy to become an assassin. Holy shit, I am the king of not doing things when it comes to falling off stuff and not being good at it. Yeah, that's an interesting, like, Seath is, like, kind of the father of all sorcery. So the fact that there would be, like, a dragon school of magic. That is a nice little connection. No, he didn't drop us anything. But we're free of the balls. We're free from balls now, chat. He does respawn, though. So we're not free of balls forever. We're just temporarily free of balls. Hey, what's up, Paradox Gems? All right, we're back. We're back, baby. Oh no! Oh no! Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring. This ring was secretly worn by a certain surreptitious sorcerer at Vinheim Dragon School. The ring is engraved with an everlasting dragon in silent slumber and masks all sound emanating from its wearer. More sneaky stuff. More sneaky stuff. Oh, Lord, chat. Oh, Lord. I really want my souls, you know? Ow. Man, this little excursion into Sin's Fortress has been a little more what's the word here? Eventful than I would have liked. God damn it. God, it's like I just forget what I'm doing all my life. I would give anything for a brain that was like worth a damn. Oh my God, are you serious? All right, come on. One of that backstab. Fuck. This is a dumb idea, but we're doing it. I hate that hitbox. I hate it. I'm a big fan of that one, though. I love that hitbox. Get your life together. Alright. There's 2 down. Big ladder. There's a free Titanite chunk. I say free, and by free, I of course mean I have to kill a giant for it. But there's a semi-free Titanite chunk up here. I guess kind of both, Kybler. It's just kind of nice to play without the HUD. Also, we get this gorgeous view. Look at this gorgeous view. Handsome. Just handsome. Alright, I need to heal. About to get... Ooh! It's close. Wish she was a little bit closer. Take a look here. Ha 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 ha! Ah! Ah! Ha ha ha! Oh yeah! Can't go in on that. Leave that alone. Alright, he's got to be close. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, in your face! Suck it! And that's what I get. And that's what I deserve. I've earned that. Oh. Weapon of the Titanite Demon, a faceless stone monster born from a Titanite slab. One of the enchanted weapons, perhaps from residual power of the Titanite slab. Known for its leaping attack, which comes smashing down on foes from above. And that's it. And that's all. That's it and that's all. Sin's Fortress has been completely explored. Halberd with a large blade, scythe adjusted for battle, designed specifically for slicing. However, one false swing leaves one wide open. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Anything else? Was that it? Is that all we got? Is that all we picked up? I think that's it. Oh, we also got this rare ring of sacrifice. This mystical ring was created in a sacrificial rite of Velka, the goddess of sin. The magenta-shaded ring is especially rare. Its wearer will lose nothing upon death and will be freed from any curse whatsoever, but the ring itself breaks. Oh, we did it, chat. We absolutely did it. Using it on, like, a Havel Mom. Oh, I'm gonna wreck your whole existence, dude. Your whole life is finished. Lived. Catch that dick! How you like that? Yeah! Alright. That's what's up, chat. That's what's up. Sin's Fortress. Absolutely destroyed. Everything. All those Titanite demons. Get the hell up out of my... Get the hell up out. I'm done with y'all. I ain't need y'all. You know? Actually, I do need them. I do need the Titanite demons. But that'll come later. But you know, now I don't need them. Now I don't need them. We got the core of an iron golem. A soul serving as the core of the iron golem. Guardian of Sin's Fortress and slayer of countless heroes seeking Anor Londo. Originally, a bone of an everlasting dragon. Used to acquire a huge amount of souls or to create a unique weapon. You're telling me this soul was once the bone of an everlasting dragon? Now, we can head back to, shoot. We could head back to, or we could head to Anor Londo now by touching this Ring of Light. However, instead, what we're going to do is we're going to head back to Firelink Shrine, and we're going to get Onion Bro's quest moving along a little bit. But yeah, Sin's Fortress is done, baby.